please remain seated while the graduating class of 2026 and the certificate recipients enter the hall. They will be led in by student marshals Brianna Denault and Evan Schiefer. Next, Faculty Marshals Adam Haas and Joanne Romero will lead in the Terra faculty and professional staff. Following the faculty and professional staff will be the entrance of the platform party. Faculty Marshal Adam Hoss will open the commencement ceremony.
Students of the 57th graduating class, your hour has arrived. The commencement ceremony has now begun. Please rise as the Terra State Color Guard presents the colors.
Families and guests, please remain standing for our national anthem, sung by Terra State alumnus Isaac Wonderly.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dr. Corey Stein, Interim President of Terra State Community College, will now greet the graduates and guests.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated. Well, good evening. On behalf of the governing board of Terra State Community College, the Terra College Foundation Board, the faculty and staff of Terra State Community College, we congratulate all of you who represent the class of 2026 for completing the requirements for graduation, and welcome those of you who have come to share the joy and celebration of this evening. This night is special for Terra State, as for all of our graduates. We are celebrating tonight our 57th commencement exercise. Let me share some facts with you about the graduates sitting here this evening. 236 graduates are earning their associate degree tonight in over 28 fields. Additionally, we have 187 students who are earning a certificate. The average time to complete their degree for our 2026 graduates was 4.5 years. Our youngest graduate this evening is 17 years old. Our oldest graduate is 57 years of age. Thirteen graduates participated in the College Credit Plus program and are earning their degrees tonight and will earn their high school diploma later this spring. We have 19 graduates who are earning dual associate degrees. 21 students have a perfect 4.0 GPA. 73 graduates have a GPA of 3.5 or higher. "84 of our graduates brought transfer credit to Terra State from other institutions. 5 of our graduates tonight served with us as student employees, and thank you for your help. And 11 of our graduates this evening served in the U.S. military. At this time, it's a pleasure to introduce our platform guests this evening. Please stand as I call your name. Starting with the row on the stage, on my far left is Dr. Terry Ferris, Executive Director of Workforce and Community Education. It's okay to clap. Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Services, Jessica McCarthy. Academic Dean, Melissa Ramirez. And Academic Dean, Brian Hall. On the platform on my far left is Trustee Dr. Jim Lahusky. Director of Human Resources, Kelly Miller. Trustee, Jody Rucker. Sergeant at Arms, Luke Sutter. Dean of Student Success, Tim Shaw. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Doug Mead. And tonight's mace bearer and the president of the Terra Faculty Association, Professor Michelle White. On the other side, on my far right, is Trustee Derek Gerstenberger. Chief Information Officer Wayne Yurden. Trustee Nick Gerber. Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Executive Director of the Terra College Foundation, Jennifer Fenrick. Vice Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Tim Ellenberger. Next to him is our keynote speaker, the Lions Share Company Executive Vice President, Mr. Jeff Grote. And Chairperson of the Terra State Community College Board of Trustees, Mircea Handru. Thank you all. Graduations are a time of celebration, but not just for the students. Many others provided support for us in this time. First, I would like to recognize all active military service members and those who have served in all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. Would anyone here today who is active military or has served in any branch of the U.S. military services, please stand so that we may recognize your service. Thank you. Our students are supported by so many individuals, often over a period of several years. Many of our graduates have been given support from several generations of family members. I would like to give our graduates an opportunity to thank these groups. This is the class participation section of the evening. Graduates, if you would, please stand and turn around and face the audience. When I give you the go-ahead, this will be your opportunity to celebrate others this evening. And I ask our graduates to please hold their applause until all the special guests are recognized. Now, it's time for the audience participation section of the evening. If you are a grandparent of a graduate today, please stand. If you are a parent of a graduate, no, you can all keep standing. This is good. This is exercise. It's part of the fitness regimen. If you're a parent, please stand. If you are a spouse or a significant other of a graduate, please stand. Our students often raise children at the same time as they are going to school and gaining an education. Children of students here tonight, would you please stand? I would like to give the graduates a chance to recognize our faculty and staff. Faculty and staff, please stand. And if I missed anyone that you'd simply like to stretch your legs, please stand. Thank you so much. You may all be seated. At the April Board of Trustees meeting, the board approved a number of faculty members for promotion and tenure. At this time, I would like to recognize those faculty members. Please stand and remain seating. Stand and remain standing. 5 faculty members received promotions from instructor to assistant professor, Chris Kozlowski and Elizabeth McGrady. From assistant professor to associate professor, Veronica Miller. From associate professor to full professor, Larry Cunningham and Ryan Weaver. Faculty members were awarded tenure. These include Robert Cordell, James Weber, and Shell Yonker. Please stand. Congratulations, faculty, and thank you. You may be seated. This year, we had one professor retire. He's making a horrible life decision retiring, but we do wish him well in his future. Would Professor Jeff Hamilton please stand so we can show our appreciation? Thank you, Jeff. So people often ask me, what is my favorite part of working at a college? And usually I tell them only one time, but secret's out, there's actually 2. The first time happens early in a student's journey, and it could happen during a conversation about a degree program or financial aid or a registration process that feels overwhelming at first. But then at some point, you see their eyes light up and something changes and students understand, I can do this. In that moment, students begin to see themselves differently. They begin to envision a future that they may not have thought possible before. That moment for an employee is incredibly rewarding. The second moment is tonight. Tonight is when you all become graduates. It's truly an honor to sit on this stage and watch you walk across it in a few minutes to see the joy and pride and relief on your faces as your names are called. But it's also rewarding up here to look at the audience this evening. All the family and friends, the children's, the parents, the grandparents, the partners, the mentors, the supporters, the employers who've encouraged you along your journey. The pride and love in this room is unmistakable. Those two moments, students, the moment when you come in and this moment after you know you can do it, they're the bookends for your time at Terra State. But between those bookends is something very important. In the middle, we have the privilege of watching our students grow. We see students who juggle work and family and school, students who face financial hardships, personal loss, health challenges, and self-doubt, and who persist anyway. We see resilience, we see courage, we see transformation, and that is why working at a community college is so immensely rewarding. Terra State has a proud history and a clear mission: open access, open enrollment, and an opportunity for all who want to learn. We welcome every learner. Simply put, our job is to help every person so that at the end of the day, including tonight, you know more when you drive out the driveway than you knew when you came in the morning. That matters. Our faculty and staff here at Terra State are deeply committed to that work. They are dedicated to helping students become better, and they are dedicated to helping one another in good times and in bad, and for that, I am truly thankful. Graduates, tonight, we celebrate what you have accomplished, but I want to leave you with a challenge. I described your time at Terra State as bookends, but learning does not end here. Whether you transfer to a university, continue in the workforce, serve your community, or do all three, there is always more to learn. There are new skills to develop, new ideas to explore, and new ways to help your talents help others. That is the true mark of success. So keep learning, keep improving yourselves, keep strengthening your families and your communities. With this graduating class, with all of you, I know our future is in good hands. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what you all do next. Congratulations.
Dr. Doug Mead, Vice President for Academic Affairs, will now address graduate honors.
Good evening, everybody. As our graduates were marching in today, I'm sure you noticed that some are wearing honor cords. The various cords are outward symbols of scholarship. I would like to ask everyone in the audience to join me in recognizing these individuals. Please hold your applause until all of our honor students have been recognized. First, would the graduates who are veterans please stand and remain standing to be recognized? These students were wearing their veteran honor cords, which are red, white, and blue. Next, I would ask the graduates with summa cum laude honors to stand and please remain standing. These graduates have attained the highest honor with a GPA of 3.9 or higher, essentially earning all A's. They are wearing two honor cords, one blue and one gold. Now, would all the graduates with magna cum laude honors please stand and remain standing? The gold honor cord represents magna cum laude honors with a 3.75 to a 3.89 grade point average. And now, I would ask all the graduates with cum laude honors, please stand and remain standing. The blue honor cord represents a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74. Finally, will members of the Phi Theta Kappa please stand and remain standing? Many are wearing a stole that denotes that they are members of Phi Theta Kappa, the National Honor Society for Scholars at two-year colleges. At Terra State, a student needs a GPA of 3.5 or higher to be inducted into this honor society. Let us now please applaud these graduates. You may now all be seated. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, my fellow colleagues, and the entire Terra State family, I congratulate each of you on your scholastic achievements here at Terra State. Congratulations.
It is time for the Student Awards. Terra State Student Award categories specifically for graduating students are Perseverance Award, Leadership Award, Academic Athlete of the Year, and Commencement Speaker. Other annual awards included Student of the Year and Student Organization of the Year. The names of all the award winners are listed in your program. Mr. Tim Shaw, Dean of Student Success, will now introduce the student speaker.
It's my pleasure this evening to introduce our student speaker. Olivia Jones is graduating with a Bachelor's of Applied Science in Social Work and a Bachelor of Applied Science in Criminal Justice. Olivia has shown resilience, leadership, and determination throughout her time at Terra State Community College, making her a strong candidate for this year's commencement speaker. After her original college closed following her freshman year, Olivia transferred to Terra State and continued building a strong academic record through focus and perseverance. Beyond the classroom, she serves as an admissions ambassador, student government senator, while also competing as a two-sport athlete and holding leadership roles on both the volleyball and basketball team. Please welcome Olivia Jones to deliver this evening's commencement address. Olivia, would you join me at the podium?
Thank you for that introduction. Good evening, faculty, staff, families, friends, coaches, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Before I begin, I want everyone to do something really quick. Look at the person sitting next to you and just tell them something positive, whether it's "we made it," "congratulations," anything you want. I wanted you to do this because that person has their own story. You never know what someone's truly going through. This person could be going through their own struggles, their own moments where they didn't think they'd make it here today, and yet they did, just like you and me. Today's a day we've all been working toward, whether it felt like it'd come quickly or take forever. And somehow, after all the stress, deadlines, unexpected life changes, and probably way too much caffeine, we made it. Joseph Campbell once said, "We must let go of the life we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us." And I think that perfectly describes a lot of us on this journey today. Because there's one thing, it's that life doesn't go according to plan when you want it to. If you would have asked me a few years ago if I'd be standing here giving a commencement speech, I probably would have laughed at you. And not in a confident way either. More of a, yeah, okay, absolutely not. In high school, I struggled academically. My academic performance did not reflect my true potential. My grades were slipping because I had trouble staying focused and organized. All I really cared about was volleyball. At the time, I thought I had everything figured out. I truly believed everything was supposed to be the way it was. But life has a funny way of humbling you. In high school, I committed to play at Notre Dame College, and I genuinely believed everything was finally falling into place. I came onto campus thinking I was going to become the star athlete and everything would just work out perfectly. But reality hit hard. My coach called me into her office and told me I had a redshirt because my grades didn't meet the needs to stay eligible. At that time, it felt like everything I had worked for was falling apart. I bawled in front of my coach, and if you know me, you know I am not a crier. My coach was so excited for me to come play for her, and I felt like I had completely let her down, my teammates, and most of all, myself. I felt like the biggest disappointment, and somehow things got harder. Not long after, rumors started spreading around campus that Notre Dame may be closing. At first thought, no one really believed it. But right before spring break, we were called into the auditorium and told that our school was closing and none of us would be returning next year. Everyone was in disbelief, and I was in complete shock. I had planned to stay there all 4 years, and suddenly everything had just changed. I shortly entered the transfer portal, but nothing truly felt right. Watching other people continue their athletic careers while I felt like I was falling behind was one of the hardest challenges I faced. Eventually, I made the decision to come back home and continue my education here at Terra State. But I realized my credits didn't transfer the way I hoped because my grades still not being up to par. Honestly, starting over felt so embarrassing. When people would ask me what I was doing, I didn't even want to tell them because I thought I was going to be judged. There were moments where I generally questioned myself, moments I wondered if I wasn't good enough or I had messed things up too bad. Leaving Notre Dame with around a 2.0 GPA was not on my bingo card. Definitely not the story I imagined for myself. There's a quote that I love by J.K. Rowling: "Rock bottom became the solid foundation in which I rebuilt my life." Looking back now, that's exactly what happened. Because sometimes the moments that break your plans are the same moments that build your character. Coming to Terra State was a fresh start, but honestly, I had no idea what to expect. I wasn't even sure sports would still be a part of my life. And if you would have told me back then I would become a two-sport athlete playing volleyball and basketball, especially after not playing basketball in 3 years, I would have laughed in your face. Again, but respectfully, of course. Fall semester came around, and I came to schedule my classes. After leaving the admissions building, I remember this memory so vividly. I was walking to my car, and suddenly I hear someone calling my name from behind. "Liv, Liv." I turn around, and it was my now coach literally chasing me down. I remember thinking, who is this man running after me right now? Turns out, Ted was trying to convince me to play basketball. He asked me what brought me here to Terra State because he knew I had committed somewhere else. Honestly, I was so embarrassed to explain everything that happened, but I had told him that my school had closed. Turns out, he actually tried recruiting me in high school, but my coach told him there was no way I'd play for him. Well, little did we know how much that was going to change. Coach Ted gave me a tour, introduced me to the girls, told me to stay in touch, and I swear I got a text every single day after that. Eventually, I decided to play basketball since Terra didn't have a volleyball team when I first arrived. And looking back now, that moment changed my life because other people see potential in you long before you see it in yourself. From there, things slowly started to change, not overnight, not magically, but consistently. For the first time in life, I started putting effort into school. I took accountability for my future instead of settling for the bare minimum. I challenged myself academically, athletically, and personally every single day. I even joined clubs on campus, which was the best decision I could have made. I connected with so many students, staff, and faculty members, and they became my biggest cheerleaders and supporters through it all. Whenever they'd see me in the hallways, they'd always acknowledge me and tell me, "Oh, you had a good game," or just making sure I was doing okay. There were late nights doing homework, early mornings for practices, and stressful weeks balancing classes, sports, an internship, work, and on top of that, I had to add coaching in there. And through it all, there were definitely moments held by caffeine, breakdowns, or as Gen Zs call it, crashing out, and the famous line, "I'll just do the assignments later." But through it all, I kept showing up for myself. And eventually, the same person who barely graduated high school became a two-sport athlete, team captain for both volleyball and basketball, made the dean's list, earned OCCA CL academic honors, and earned OCCA CL second team honors in volleyball, and somehow ending up here standing as your 2026 commencement speaker. In high school, I wasn't even top of the students in my class, so this opportunity feels so unreal, feels like a dream. But beyond the awards and accomplishments, the most thing I'm proud of is who I became through this process. Through this journey has taught me resilience. It taught me that failure is not final unless you stop trying. It taught me that starting over is not a weakness, but takes courage. And it taught me that growth happens in the moments no one sees. The late nights, the self-doubt, the setbacks, and the moment where quitting felt easier than continuing. Every graduate here today has faced something. Some of us struggled academically, some worked jobs while taking classes, dealt with anxiety, burnout, depression, and fear of failure. Some of us smiled in public while privately wondering if we even belonged. But guess what? We kept showing up, and that's what matters the most. Community college students understand resilience in a different way. Some of us completed our program in one year, some in 2, and some in 3. Shout out to our nursing students. Some of us had to stop and come back. Some changed majors maybe once, twice. Some had to start over completely, but every path sitting here today is valid. It always seems impossible until it's done, because there are so many moments where all this felt impossible, but here we are, together, graduating. And if there's one thing I hope everyone remembers after today is your lowest moments do not define you, but your response to them does. We are shaped by growth, not by our past. So remember this, you're allowed to fail, you're allowed to take a different path, you're allowed to start over completely, because sometimes the life you didn't plan ends up shaping you to exactly who you're meant to become. As we leave here today, we may not have everything figured out yet. And honestly, that's okay. Because success is not about having a perfect plan. It's about growth, resilience, and continuing to move forward, even when life doesn't go your way. And if I can leave you here with one final thought, it would be don't let where you started, or even where you stumbled, decide where you're going. Because if this journey has taught us anything, it's that we are capable of far more than what we think, and the comeback is always stronger than the setback. So with that being said, congratulations, Titans. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia, and congratulations on receiving the 2026 Graduate Award for Student Commencement Speaker. Would everybody please join me in another round of applause for Olivia this evening? Tonight we honor a graduate with the 2026 Perseverance Award, recognizing a student who has overcome significant challenges on the path to success. Please welcome Ms. Danielle Kilmer to the podium. Danielle is graduating with an Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Danielle Kilmer embodies perseverance, demonstrating resilience, determination throughout her time at Terra State Community College. While balancing rigorous coursework, long work hours, and caring for her family, she remained committed to her education despite facing profound personal hardships. Even when forced to step away due to these challenges, Danielle consistently returned with determination, advocating for herself and continuing to make progress toward her goals. Through every obstacle, she has shown unwavering strength and compassion, positioning her to inspire others with a powerful and meaning message. Danielle, we are proud to present you with the 2026 Perseverance Award. Would everyone please join me in a round of applause for Danielle? It's my pleasure to recognize a graduate this evening in Terra State's tradition of honoring leadership. The Leadership Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated their skills in leading on campus and in the community during their time at Terra State. Ms. Janelle Sicca has received this award for 2026. Janelle, would you please join me at the podium? Janelle is graduating with an Associate of Science in Business Management. Janelle has distinguished herself as an exceptional leader, advocate, and role model throughout her time at Terra State Community College. From her first semester, she took an active leadership role, ultimately rising to student government president, where she has represented student voices and collaborated with campus leadership. Beyond student government, she is deeply involved across campus as a resident assistant, student ambassador, Phi Theta Kappa member, and student representative on multiple committees. Through her strong communication, organization, and dedication to serving others, Janelle has made a lasting impact on campus and exemplifies student leadership at the highest level. Please congratulate Janelle and thank you for your leadership. Join me in a round of applause for her this evening. It's my pleasure this evening to recognize a graduate with the Student of the Year Award, given to a student who has excelled throughout the entire academic year. Mr. Connor Hogger has received this award for 2026. Connor, would you please join me at the podium? Connor is graduating with an Associate of Applied Science in Power and Controls. Connor exemplifies exceptional character, leadership, and dedication throughout his time at Terra State Community College. As a two-time captain of the men's soccer team, he leads with humility and resilience, continuing to support and mentor his teammates even after a season-ending injury. Across campus, he is known for his professionalism and reliability through his roles as a resident assistant, student employee, and member of the Student Conduct Board, all while maintaining strong academic performance. Connor's integrity, persistence, and commitment to others make a lasting impact and truly represent the spirit of Student of the Year. Congratulations, Connor. Please join me in a round of applause this evening.
Mr. Mircea Handru, Chair of the Terra State Board of Trustees, will now introduce tonight's commencement speaker.
Good evening. Mr. Jeff Grote was born and raised in Michigan until he enlisted in the United States Air Force, serving for 11 years. His full biography is in your program. Please help me give a warm welcome to our 57th Terra State Commencement speaker, Mr. Jeff Grote.
Community college students rarely take the traditional path. Most of you didn't arrive here by accident or by convenience, but by determination. You balanced work, family, service, and sacrifice because you believed there was something more waiting for you on the other side of hard work. Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, friends, and of course the administration. It's an absolute privilege to stand before you today on this important day. When I was asked to be your commencement speaker, I was truly honored. And I immediately asked myself a simple question, and what can I possibly say that would be both memorable and helpful to this graduating class? And then it hit me. Why not talk about the little things, the small decisions, the everyday habits, the character traits that don't always get noticed, but make all the difference over a lifetime? Because if this room proves anything, it's this: small, consistent efforts done the right way can lead to extraordinary outcomes. For the past 14 years, I've had the privilege of being the executive vice president of the Lion's Share Company, and an organization that has grown from 88 employees to over 300. A company that started off at 28 million in annual revenue to now over 130 million. We've transformed a traditional contracting company into a complete building solution organization focused on technologies that change almost every day. Yet, despite those numbers, it's the little things, the habits, the values, the character that I rely on daily that truly make the biggest difference. As a young married father of two, serving in the Air Force in Zweibrücken, West Germany, I faced many of the same challenges that you face. How do I earn an education while maintaining an income for my family? How do I balance a work-life relationship while bettering myself for a long-term career? Especially one that did not include frequent stops to war zones. How do I stay present every day, especially for my family, while pursuing an education? It wasn't easy, but there was plenty of sacrifices. Community college students rarely take the traditional path. Many of you balanced full-time jobs, raised families, cared for parents, served in the military, returned to school years after you thought your education was over. Some of you studied late at night, long shifts. Others squeezed homework into long car rides, quiet moments, things that most people didn't see. And yet, here you are, graduates. Not because the journey was easy, but because you refused to quit. Community college represents one of the most hopeful ideas in education, that opportunities should not belong to the few, but be open to anyone willing to work for it. Terra State has become a place where determination matters more than your background, and where new chapters begin. Today's global shortages are no longer goods and services. It's talented, motivated, trained individuals just like each and every one of you. That shortage is still in its infancy, and it's crippling our industries today. Each of you has the ability to fill those gaps and make a meaningful difference. As I look across this room, I see a lot of dreamers, but more importantly, I see a lot of doers. Individuals driven not merely to be good, but capable of something greater. So I challenge each of you, why not set the bar as high as possible? To achieve greatness, strong character is essential. Think of it as your career compass or your GPS for navigating your professional life. I'd like to share 5 character attributes, the little things that will help you stay on course. The first is integrity. Integrity is non-negotiable. Even when honesty is difficult, even when honesty might hurt a little bit, it's the alignment of our values, our decisions, and our actions. The moment you compromise or start to compromise your integrity, you've lost it. While serving as an Austin Township trustee in the Youngstown area, I learned quickly, people sometimes encourage you to take shortcuts or make self-serving decisions. It can be tempting, but that path is a slippery slope, and that gradually erodes your moral foundation. I'm thankful that I chose not to take that path. We all see examples of this every day, public or private, where integrity is missing. That doesn't make it acceptable. Be different. The second is humility. The 34th President of the United States and Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces in World War II, Dwight D. Eisenhower, once said, "Take your job serious, but don't take yourself so serious." Humility shows up quickly. It's how you speak, it's how you listen, it's more importantly, it's how you treat others. I tell every new employee that starts with our organization, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Humility isn't a phrase or a single act. It's the way you show up and show out every day. The third is resilience. Setbacks are guaranteed. Adversity is the norm in any career. The real question is whether you are prepared to persist through failure, criticism, and doubt. When you are knocked down, and you will be, will you get back up? I finished my list of 5 with the last 2, discipline and accountability. It is easy to do the right thing when somebody is watching. True character is defined. What are you doing when nobody is watching? People of strong character do the right thing every time, regardless of who sees it. Today is a celebration of perseverance and of potential. As you leave this campus, remember, your degree will open doors, but your character will determine how far you go through those doors. Strive for integrity when it's hard. Practice humility even when you succeed. Be resilient when challenges come, and they will. Show discipline and hold yourself accountable, especially when nobody is watching. One of my lifetime role models is the incomparable Super Bowl winning coach, Vince Lombardi. And Vince Lombardi has been known to say that we strive for perfection every single day, knowing it's completely unattainable, but yet the byproduct of our failure is excellence, and I can live with that. Excellence and greatness go hand in hand. They go together. Commit to the little things day after day, and greatness will follow. Class of 2026, you've already proven that you can do hard things. Carry that determination forward. Be the people others rely on, trust, and are inspired by. Congratulations, graduates. I wish you careers and lives that exceed your wildest expectations. Thank you.
All right, here. Have you stand right there? No, you got to stand there. All right. Jeff, thank you very much for the moving message, not just for the words, but for the passion that you have. And for everybody who might not know, Jeff took some time out today and walked around to meet the graduates before the ceremony. I think that just shows the support you have for learning and the character. So, it is an honor and a privilege. Terra State Community College is honored to present to you an honorary Associate of Applied Business degree in Business Management. And thank you very much for everything that you do to support our students.
Thank you, sir.
Not gonna make you carry it.
Thank you, sir.
We now will have two special degree awards presented by Interim President Dr. Corey Stein and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Doug Mead.
During this past academic year, our student community experienced the loss of two classmates, veterans both. They both served our nation with honor and commitment. We extend our heartfelt condolences to their families and loved ones. While no words or recognition can ease the pain of this loss, today we take a moment to honor their lives, their service, and their accomplishments. We hope this posthumous recognition serves a small but meaningful expression of our gratitude and respect.
Jonathan Bowling, who served the United States Army, was working to complete his degrees in computer information systems and networking support. He tragically passed away March 26, 2026. He will receive his posthumous awards for 2 Associates of Applied Science.
Terra State student Matthias Chewy Silvas passed away December 31st, 2025. Matthias, who served in the United States Navy, was a veteran honor guard last year for our 56th Terra State Community College commencement ceremony. The representatives for him are here tonight, his wife Melinda. We invite her to come forward to accept this posthumous diploma in health information technology. For those of you who are able, I would ask that you please stand with me for a moment of silence to honor our late students. Thank you. You may be seated.
Dr. Doug Mead and Dr. Corey Stein will now confer degrees and certificates.
The moment we've been waiting for. Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, the Associate of Applied Business, the Associate of Applied Science, the Associate of Technical Studies, and the Associate of Individualized Study degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Stein, the faculty of Terra State Community College have certified that these candidates have completed all of the requirements for the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, the Associate of Applied Business, the Associate of Applied Science, the Associate of Individualized Studies, and the Associate of Technical Studies degrees and certificates.
By the authority vested in me as interim president of Terra State Community College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I do hereby confer on you your Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, Associate of Individualized Studies, Associate of Technical Studies degrees or certificates. Class of 2026, please make sure that your tassel is on the right side. Graduates, please be seated.
Members of the board, Dr. Stein, deans and directors, faculty and guests, I am pleased to present to you the recipients of these degrees, diplomas, and certificates. We are now ready to recognize the graduates individually. I ask the audience to please save your applause until all of the graduates have received their diplomas. Graduates, the marshals will direct you.
Will the first graduate please come forward? Cameron Leon Swanson, cum laude.
Olivia Clarice Jones.
Lucas W. Avers, magna cum laude.
Danielle Marie Kilmer.
Andrew P. Tucker, cum laude. Lila Bauman.
Janelle Abigail Sika, summa cum laude.
Brooke Elaine Williams.
Connor Allen Hauger.
Allison May Pickens.
Gabriel Oscar Paulson.
Matthew Joseph Tobias.
Andrew James Hamlin, cum laude.
Jackson Caven Cruey, summa cum laude.
Abby Claire Chapman, summa cum laude.
Walker D. Britt.
Austin Lawrence Bickley, summa cum laude.
Jacqueline K. Danielle Lucius.
Grant Reed Meese, cum laude.
Allison Elizabeth Keckler, cum laude.
Justin Michael Nye.
Caitlin Lucille Hasselbach.
Ian Sean Stumbo, cum laude.
Robin M. Gutierrez.
Sydney Grace Schliff.
Madeline Helena Reed.
Isis Cheyenne Monique Johnson.
Jaylee Lynn Wiesner.
Cortland Marie Anderson.
Olivia Grace Weisenauer.
Brandon Matthew Minnick.
Sophia Marie Paul, summa cum laude.
Amanda Wall, summa cum laude.
Gage Mingus.
Trinity Johnson.
Jonah J. Sidney.
Alexia Payne.
Kinsey Matthias.
Dylan Brady Baker.
Ivy Nicole Greer, cum laude.
Eli Pepla Pittenger.
Audrey Marie Kohlenberg.
Adam James Jacobs.
Andrea Gossick, magna cum laude.
Matthew Distel.
Madeline Long, cum laude.
Stephen Richardson.
Delante Lamont Bell.
Dylan Earnhardt Puckett.
Luke Kenneth Oriem, cum laude.
Jace James Perdue.
Austin Tyler Ranieri.
Tyra Marie Stewart.
Jack David Zimmerman.
Tristan James Johnson.
Braden Matthew Sarter.
Allison Gazdecki, summa cum laude.
Dante Waddington Jones.
Caden Avery Craig.
Eric Joseph Garlock.
Bryce Allen Brezick.
Lincoln Andrew Alum, magna cum laude.
Donovan Kamar Williams, cum laude.
Kirchner, magna cum laude.
Sarah Jane Cook, magna cum laude.
Bobby McNutt, magna cum laude.
Ashley Rose Sinkhorn.
Michael Wayne Gardner, cum laude.
Angela Rose Kraus.
Thomas M. Geringer.
Olivia Marie Petrowski.
Logan Matthew Walder, cum laude.
Ashley Torres Horta.
Reese Daniel Keegan.
Jabrencia Beatrice Cobb.
Sierra Mackenzie Long.
Rachetta T. Johnson.
That's okay. Okay. Kaylon Renell Leon Butler.
Tracy Michelle Aldrich, summa cum laude.
Destiny S. McGowan, summa cum laude.
Aubrey Olivia Duncan.
Kira Nicole Bowman.
Claire Kathleen Hickey.
Emily Grace Hoffman, magna cum laude.
Brianna Brown.
Briley Autumn Pickard, summa cum laude.
Samantha Madison Schemmel.
Jenna Ann Humbert, summa cum laude.
Lillian K. Higgins.
Araya Whitmer.
Kendall Parsons.
Garrett David Hurt.
Gracie Marie Porter, summa cum laude.
Cassie L. Smith.
Alexia Lee Snay, summa cum laude.
Brockton Alexander Davis.
Samantha Alejo Hernandez, magna cum laude.
Wesley Douglas Frazier.
Alma Viene Bocanegra Solanas, magna cum laude.
Kayla Gail Tischler, summa cum laude.
Anastasia Michelle Pomeroy.
Addison Peyton Herrig, summa cum laude.
Brittany M. Stamps.
Preston Allen David Widman.
Kaylin Brienne Thornberry, cum laude.
Madeline Patrice Gilmore, summa cum laude.
Kelsey A. Gordon, cum laude.
Allison Ray Holman, cum laude.
Audrey L. Kaiser.
Emma Grace Louise Bruff.
Bailey Hayward.
Aubrey Joe Senstock.
Caden Joseph Swecker, magna cum laude.
Katiana Sauceda.
Nathan Allen Cunningham.
Emily Grace Gebauer.
Cody Allen Lindsay.
I love when they write it for me. Delane Geezy.
Mason Christopher Harvey, magna cum laude.
Aislinn Elizabeth Quaintance.
Cody Lewis Galambos.
Dina Nicole Pickens.
Noah Andrew Lewis Cockler.
Tammy Lynn Cluding.
Jace Clyde Brooks.
Corinne Anderson.
Hayden Joseph Klein. Christopher Watts. Kedar M. Davis. Jaron Allen Ninke. Anthony Vincent Weiser. Christopher Erman Hale. Cole Robert Stephen Norris. Amy Sauber. Jenna Lee Ollum.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the graduating class of 2026. Before we welcome up our next speaker, one notice slipped through, and we try really hard. But when we talk about the importance of student activities, we have many students who are in our clubs and organization and athletics. And one of our student athletes, student coming first, is our own Evan Schieffer, who is the United States National Junior College Athletic Association men's 10,000 meter and 5,000 meter champion. Evan, would you please rise? Thank you. You don't get anything tonight, you're not graduating, come back next year. Congratulations, everyone.
Now, in her role as Executive Director of the Terra College Foundation, Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Jennifer Fenrick, will welcome graduates as alumni.
Congratulations, graduates. You did it. Okay, that was pretty weak. Congratulations, graduates. You did it. Woo! All right. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you officially as your first job post-graduation, to welcome you to the Alumni Association at Terra State Community College. Many of you were engaged on campus as we heard tonight. You received awards for your engagement in student government and the student activities and clubs, and we want to continue that forward post-graduation. So you may not think you might need the help right away, but many years down the road even, we have alumni that come back and keep us posted on where they're at, and we can help them from time to time throughout their careers. So we encourage you to stay engaged. We also have great fun activities to do. We're planning an event in late June, Pizza at the Depot for those of you who are local to Fremont, and we hope to see many of you there. So once again, congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association. Congrats.
Now, will everyone please rise as the Terra Brass Choir plays the Terra State Alma Mater.
With courageous hearts and wide open eyes, at Terra State we will grow, learning to lead our dreams we'll achieve, our Terra pride will always show. We love Terra State Community College, our journey begins with you. The sky's the limit with Terra State. There's nothing we can't do.
Everyone may be seated. Faculty Marshal Joanne Romero will now lead the closing ceremony.
Hello, graduates. Are you guys excited? So I have the honor of congratulating you. So please move your tassels to the left. Let's give them one more round of applause. I love it. This commencement ceremony at Terra State Community College is now closed. Guests, please remain in your seats while the graduates, platform party, and faculty leave the auditorium. The faculty will be congratulating these graduates after the ceremony. After the graduates, faculty, and platform party have left the auditorium, you will be released to leave the auditorium as well. You may meet your graduates in Building B atrium, so please join us there. Thank you.
Thank you.